So you guys, I don't know if any of you guys watched the Jessica Kent response video last night. Well, me and the missus snuggled up, ate a little bit of popcorn, and we watched the Jessica Kent response video to all of these allegations to, you know, Jason, Reese, you know, the gay tweaker named Vern, um, the ex parolee Jason. She at first claims that she wasn't with Jason, and last night she claims that I can be with whoever I want to be with. I can. In fact, I think she said some pretty she said some pretty crazy things in that live. But the overall gist of it didn't surprise me one bit. All right, you guys, this episode is sponsored by Zyn nicotine. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't vape anymore, so I do Zyns. What up, Discovering Nicole? Shout out Discovering Nicole. Go subscribe to her. Go subscribe to Righteous Monkey. Thank you to my moderators. But no, the overall gist of her live did not surprise me. It was a word salad. She bounced around a lot of the topics. She didn't answer anything. She didn't give us any new information. She didn't give us any new evidence to make us think otherwise. I mean, because it's just what it was, and we'll play some of the clips here in a bit. It was a lot of dressed up excuses. And I don't know, man. It was hard. It was really hard to watch. No, I mean she showed us she's on Adderall. She's on Adderall, gabapentin, smokes weed, and she said she still drinks. That's what she's admitting. That's what she's admitting. But there are other people that can prove. Well, we all know who that person is. Shout out Mindy Scorpio X2. Go follow her on TikTok. Solid ass white girl. And Mindy doesn't seem like she doesn't seem like the lying type. I've said that over and over again. She doesn't seem like, and Jessica doesn't. Point blank. So let's check out a little bit of Jessica's response to all these allegations. Let's check it out. And then we will go check out Mindy's video.
Me, from my point of view, my experience, and all of that. This is not going to be a drag someone through the mud kind of video. It's not going to be a gossip or a tea spill or anything like that. Usually the negative.
This is
Sorry
an
for
iPhone
the
11
ads,
Pro
guys.
from Back Market. They specialize in refurbished devices that feel like new as
I'm
second-hand
gonna get
price.
YouTube Premium today. I need to do it.
Negativity that I see is mostly online, but when I was going to meetings as a teenager, I wasn't really accepted. I was told that I couldn't bring in any outside literature. I heard people told that they couldn't call themselves sober if they're on doctor-prescribed medications. I saw a lot of toxicity.
See, all these points she's bringing up about meetings are just excuses. Like, I've never been to a meeting where anyone, like, maybe back in like the 1980s or 70s, or back in the day, people were more strict about things, and you might go to like one meeting or two where they're really strict among hundreds of meetings. But she's my age. She's 33. I just found out. And those are just all excuses. She's basically saying like she was never accepted by the recovery community, and that's why she's not sober, and da 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 da. But at the same time, she has labeled herself as a person in long-term recovery. She's a recovery coach. She's an advocate for people to get into treatment centers where she makes commission. She makes money off of this, you guys. She is profiting off being a role model to young women of what it looks like to be sober. And what it looks like to be sober is not to be taking Adderall, drinking, smoking weed, and those are just the ones she's admitted. If that's just what she's admitted, and we know what we know about the texts from Mindy, about the meth use in her house, then we know that there is more than meets the eye. Let's go.
But now today, because the world has changed, right, since I don't even know what year, I'm 33 now, so it's been a minute. Now I see a lot of that negativity, and that shame and that stigma and that judgment online. It does make me very frustrated. It's very disheartening to see people in the recovery community trashing other people in the recovery community. And it just makes me think, who is really sick? Who is really sick?
So far, we're almost 4 minutes into the video. She hasn't talked about any of the allegations. She's bouncing around everything. She's just watch. It's
a person that is having a healthy relationship with whatever substance, cannabis, doctor prescribed medication, alcohol. If they have a healthy relationship with that substance, who the fuck are you to tell them that they're not in recovery? And I know that sounds harsh, but these are people's lives, and we are not doctors, you know? I always felt awesome.
These are people's lives. These are people's lives. Yeah, exactly. She is so good at dressing up her words to just like flip it the other way. Like, these are people's lives. Like, yeah, these are people's lives that you were influencing and telling people it's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. There's a lot of people who are addicted to amphetamines, and if they take Adderall, it's going to trigger them to go relapse. That's not okay. That is not okay. Now, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on this because it's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's just like, she has all these labels: recovery coach, advocate. She, like I said, does the treatment thing where she helps people get into treatment. She makes commission off that. She's a person in long-term recovery. But then all of a sudden, when all this evidence comes out, just watch what she says.
Ostracized and pushed out of that community. And I've tried meetings, every kind of meeting in multiple states my whole life. And I had nothing to do with the person that came here and used. It had
let's go back.
Selfish with my...
Blaming all this stuff on Mindy.
Very toxic, very narcissistic and abusive relationship. I allowed someone to come into my home. I took this person with me in the things I do outside of my home that I'll get to in a second. This person used in my home, and I kicked them out. And I kind of had...
She used in your home because there were drugs in your home. Are you kidding me? So she's talking about Mindy right now. And are you serious? Like, are you freaking serious? I kicked a girl out because she was using drugs at my home. Drugs that were already at your home before she got there. A tweaker named Vern picked her up from the airport, and she right away could tell that this guy was tweaking, and she was already like, WTF. She was going to Jessica's house. Mindy Scorpio was going to Jessica's house to get sober. Okay? She was going there to get sober. She had relapsed. Jessica said, "You can come to my house. It's a safe place." Jessica pays for her airfare. She gets to the airport at Jessica's house. And when she gets there, some random dude comes and picks her up. Like, how weird would that be? She gets there. There's drug use. There's, activity. I can't say certain things because of monetization, but like explicit activity with a woman for an exchange of money was going down in her basement, and there's text messages to prove it. and let's go.
Had like a knee-jerk reaction to that. And a lot of my reaction and my response to that had nothing to do with the person that came here and used. It had everything to do with my own shit, because nothing that anyone does is about you. And even if it's about you, it is not about you. And what I mean by that is we're all reacting to our own emotions, our own triggers, our own shit, our own traumas. So nothing anyone does is about you. And I kind of had a very intense knee-jerk reaction, kicked the person out of my home, made sure they had, a hotel and a flight to go back to where they came from, go back to their state.
Jess.
And I posted some videos on TikTok about it. Because of that, I wasn't being true to myself. I wasn't being true to what I believe in recovery. And
basically what she did was she outed this girl online. That's the only reason Mindy Scorpio came out with all these text messages and all this dirt on Jessica, is because Jessica smutted Mindy Scorpio's name on TikTok. She smutted her name and said she's using drugs and da 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 da. Don't follow her. She's, bad mouthing her. And she's coming up here acting like she's some innocent angel and she's looking out for everyone's best interest. And it's just crap. It's just, and I don't care if people think I'm a hater, if people think I'm this, but with someone with this many views, like, this person needs to be called out on their shit. And I don't think she'll ever change, because she is diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder, and which is basically a sociopath. So she tries to mimic, like, she always tries to mimic other people's emotions. She tries to mimic and like kind of like tell you what you want to hear, like very like manipulative, like yeah. And just wait till you guys see the text messages from her family I'm about to show you. Her family, what her family has to say about Jessica Kent.
And, that person's recovery has absolutely nothing to do with my recovery. Just please, you have to leave, right? I'm in a weird spot because I'm trying to heal from all of the trauma that my ex put me through. I'm trying to reassert control over my own life.
She's trying to heal from all the abuse, yet she has text messages where she's making fun of Reese, condescending him. She's still in contact with him. She's went there alone, even though she said she needed a bodyguard because he's so dangerous. Let's go.
Trying to set boundaries and stick to them, because I had like no freaking boundaries, you guys, like none. For a bunch of different reasons, like.
Sorry, you guys.
Dialpad is where work comes together.
Reasons, like for me, 12-step programs, they can save lives, they can, but they can also do harm. And I don't think that we talk about that enough. I have, heard really good things in meetings, and I'm not against them, I'm not opposed to them. I just need to pair that with therapy and doctors, because I know that my brain does not do well with abstinence. I will never be abstinent. I tend to be very caught up in that. And
so she's basically saying you were drinking every day for months on end, but you're gonna somehow make it work this time. And that's the lie we all tell ourselves. And I can relate with that so heavy. And if she could just be honest that she is struggling, man, would it maybe hurt her a little bit in the beginning? Yeah, but you got to take those risks and be genuine and be true to yourself.
Everything to do with your relationship to it. If I can have a healthy relationship with alcohol, cannabis, and my doctor prescribed medication, and I'm living my best life, and my brain is okay, and I'm going to therapy, and I'm doing all of the things I need to do to survive my own mind, then I think, personally, that I'm in recovery.
I think, yeah, that's right.
Although it's no one's business what medication I take, I'm going to tell you. I take Adderall and I take gabapentin. I have debilitating ADHD.
She takes amphetamine salts, 20 milligram tablets, so she gets the instant release. We all know the instant release, if you're really trying to if you're really trying to treat your ADHD, typically you're gonna get Vyvanse or like a 30 milligram extended release Adderall, not the salts. Those are what people who are getting high use. The salts. Just from my experience, could be wrong, but that's just how I see it.
Severe. If I don't take my medication, I really can't function in the same way that everyone else can. Stimulant medication for ADHD is like the frontline defense for ADHD. Medications react differently in everyone's mind, and it is very difficult for some people to even understand why others can be addicted to Adderall. But if you genuinely have ADHD, you're not going to get high off of it probably. If you have ADHD,
you're not going to get high off of it, probably.
most likely to be productive, and your symptoms are more manageable. Your life is more manageable. And without my medication, it is really hard for me to do basically anything. I do have to pair that with cognitive behavioral therapy though, because there's a lot.
She always has to put in these big words like, and I have to pair it with cognitive behavioral therapy. Like, I would really like to know if she's actually doing cognitive behavioral therapy on a regular basis. Like, I feel like she throws out all these like big terms and all these things and all these fancy terminologies just to make things sound good. Like, are you actually doing that? Like, I kind of doubt it, especially since with what's been known that's going on at your house, you know, who is selling out of your house. Another gay dude who's a tweaker who's babysitting your children and doing all this stuff, like, and yeah, Jess is going off to her cognitive behavioral therapy twice a week. Doubt it.
There's a lot that goes on with ADHD that people don't understand what that looks like to me, and that is not abstinence. Abstinence for me,
whatever that looks like to me, and that is not abstinence. I will continue to do drugs.
See, here's the difference between me and Jess. My goal is to be abstinent, is to be off substances. I'm just not at that point in my life yet. She is saying, this isn't that crazy, but later in the video there's some crazy shit.
Was so miserable. I was abstinent for 7 years. I was fucking miserable. I was white knuckling it. I've always struggled with unalive thoughts. Can't say that word on the internet.
Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, and you really, truly, honestly give it your best shot. Like, I truly do think it works, and if you actually like try it, it can actually really work. So for her to say that all this negative stuff about AA and NA is just very discouraging to hear.
Always struggled with that. Abstinence did not work for me. It actually almost cost me my life. And as dramatic as that might sound, I'm not fucking kidding. I've always had unalive thoughts, and I have chronic depression. And I was just miserable for 7 years, you know? And during my 7 years of abstinence, I finally realized, like, this is not normal. It's not normal to be this depressed.
It's not normal to be sober. I mean, I get what she's saying. I mean, there's some validity to what she's saying. I'll agree with her a little bit. But I don't know, you guys. It's sounding a lot like excuses to me.
Normal to have the thoughts that you're having. It's not normal to not
This is the golden goose.
I went and I took the test, and a few days later, I was asked to go in and take another.
This is where she talks.
Illinois is they have to test you several times.
This is where she talks about the drug test first.
Pass a test tomorrow, we can close the case. And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound right, actually, because that's really quick. But I'm like, okay. I went and I took the test, and a few days later, I was asked to go in and take another test. And because of my schedule, because I'm a single mom, because I work, because of the kids, I only have X amount of time during the day.
Because of the kids, single mom, sympathy. The reason she didn't pass that drug test is because she diluted it. She went to Walmart to get get urine cleaner, and it came up as diluted. So they made her take another test.
Able to do what I have to do without kids. Well, it was becoming very stressful because I have just been through an abusive relationship. He would monopolize my time, call the cops on me at 2 a.m., keep me exhausted. So I was really frustrated, and I'm like, I just...
Call the cop? So The domestic abuser is calling the cops at 2 a.m. Strange. Doesn't seem like a domestic abuser would do that, but okay.
Did that for you guys. Like, why do I have to take another one? She goes, oh, well, there was something wrong with the test. I'm like, no, I've been taking tests my whole life. That makes no fucking sense. That's not true. Took another test. She said, that came up invalid too. We have to get you.
It was diluted. It wasn't invalid. It was diluted. She diluted her urine. Stop lying, Jess. Instead of crocodile Jess, we're going to call you lion Jess.
You take a third test. I said, no, it didn't. Tell me the truth. What is going on? And it was just a really ridiculous thing. So I eventually had my lawyer call the supervisor, and they said they just have to keep doing that because the foster care system and CPS, like, they're horrible sometimes. And there's like 400,000 missing kids in the foster care system.
And she has to bring out, oh, there's 400,000 missing kids in the foster care system. That has nothing to do with your situation. And you still have not, we're 15 minutes into the video and you still have not addressed any allegations of what have been talked about you.
In my personal life, far outside of my responsibilities as a mother, outside of my home, I understand that that can be perceived bad. You know, when I first started this channel, I used to talk about blessing bags, I used to call them. So I used to put,
let's skip over all this bullshit.
I'm going to help them. And there is a 99% chance that if you come to my house at 9 p.m., I am in bed eating popcorn or some shit. Like, and I just want that to be said. So CPS can knock on my door whenever they want. They can drug test me whenever. I thought for months and months and months that they were going to get called because my ex was abusive to me and he was doing horrible things. And I ran from that to protect them from the system. I won't let anyone ever come in my home and put my kids in harm's way, ever. I can put myself in harm's way. I shouldn't, but I can. I just cannot and will not put my kids in harm's way.
So having all these sketchy people around your kids isn't, like, people coming into the house at 2 a.m. isn't putting your kids in harm's way? Okay.
As far as someone selling out of my house or another person detoxing in my basement, that is just not true. No one's selling out of my home. There is no sex worker detoxing in my basement. Did another content creator come to my house to escape an abusive relationship?
Mindy
Yes.
Scorpio.
Did I know they were detoxing before they landed in Chicago? Yes. Moving on, I know you guys want to talk about who I may or may not be sleeping with, and I will die on this hill. That is no one else's business but mine and the person that I may or may not be sleeping with. Am I dating a whole ass drug
Jason Forrester. We'll get into that.
dealer? No. No. I'm not dating anyone, and this really shouldn't have been brought up. It's so personal and so just spiteful and vindictive and mean and petty. Just to circle back a little bit to the recovery stuff, what I put in my own body, whether that is medication, cannabis, alcohol, or dick, whatever, that's my business.
Did you guys hear that? Or dick? Damn, Jessica. Wow, that one really took the cake, man. That really took the cake right there. I mean, or dude, we gotta make a meme about that. Wow, let's make a meme about
You
that.
guys, that is my business. And when I am ready to talk about anything, whether it's someone I slept with, a relationship I'm in, or medication that I'm on, it should be my decision. It should be in my time. And I have a right to kind of take some time, process things, and then talk. And then film a video about it. But the last thing that I want is for you guys to think that I'm lying to you in some way. And they've said this stuff for years. You know, every time I have a man on the channel that was not my ex, they would say that I'm sleeping with that person.
She still hasn't addressed any of the allegations, really. She's just blowing over everything. So, I mean, let's watch a little bit, and then we're going to go to the text messages, you guys. Because I have evidence. I have direct evidence of what is going on in this situation. I have messages from her family members, messages from her ex-husband, the real Kent, and her family, her mom, her sister, Reese. So stay tuned in. Come on.
And my brand is not mental health. My brand is not crazy ass stories or prison pizza. My brand is authenticity and transparency.
Ah! My brand is authenticity and transparency. That was the funniest thing I think I've ever heard.
And yelling, and they're very mean and nasty and loud, and there's a lot of love, but the noise, sprinkle in some things I've learned. I wanted to not just talk about like the drama. I really wanted to, talk about the recovery community state. So make sure you check the map and the link that I always keep in the description.
Oh yeah, and she advertises some treatment center. Watch.
They believe all the same stuff I believe when it comes to
Watch.
harm reduction and having an open mind. And they're just such an incredible team of people. We are opening in different states, so make sure you check the map and the link that I always keep in the description box of every single video to see if they're opening in your state. I'm going to end today's video here. As always, I love you guys.
All right, let's get out of that crap. Now, let's watch what Mindy posted. And I already had these text messages, so it wasn't anything crazy for me to see, but let's just watch.
You know what, Jessica? You should have never fucking came for me. Here's a text message from Jessica to Reese a couple days ago. I thought, Jessica?
Hold on.
You know what, Jessica? You should have never fucking came for me. Here's a text message from Jessica to Reese a couple days ago. I thought you guys might enjoy. Ride or die crew.
Okay, so from Reese. Being from the hood, you would probably know. I'd be interested in that. Reese says, if you need help, I'll get some guys there. That's where I'm at right now. Calling in favors to keep you safe, and I love that side of me. I forgot how powerful my name is in the street. Oh no, this is Jessica. If you need help, I'll get some guys there. That's where I'm at right now. Calling in favors to keep you safe, and I love that side of me. I forgot how powerful my name is on the street. I forgot how good I am at being the queen of all of them. Calming down violent men high on meth is my superpower. You saw the broken me, the heartbroken suicidal version of me, and she died. So she is the queen. She is the queen of calming violent down. No, calming down violent men high on meth is her superpower. That is so weird. That is so strange. Well, Jessica, I guess that's the direction you're going to go with your life moving forward. I'm sorry, I just can't be like that. That's what Reese said. So, this is the Reese that is the abuser, the scumbag, the guy who's getting high. She posted he crashed his truck and da-da-da-da-da-da. Who looks like the bad person in this situation? A or B? Type in the chat. A for Jessica, B for Reese. And if you're part of the membership team, drop that Reese emoji. Gosh darn it. Sorry.
And I have some more shit. You know what, Jessica?
She has more stuff. So more to come from Mindy. And now, what's up, chat? We got 67 people in the chat. Let's get those likes up. All right, y'all. I'm about to show you the mother load. All right, let's start from the beginning. Andy, tell Jay, can I have one, please? It's really hard for me to sit here and not just take one hit. Let me have one, please. Compromise. What are you doing? And then Jessica says, can you give me 80 and I'll cash? It doesn't say the rest, but then Jessica says, probably gonna smash Jay in the basement and go to bed. Just a heads up. Good night, LOL. So yeah, she's just gonna go smash Jay. That's whatever. Damn, I wish these windows would let me go next so I could just not have to click out of these, but whatever. Okay, that one was already sent. Jessica Kent, new number. Are you here? We need to talk. Not around Jason. Not around Jason, and you can never tell him what I tell you because I'm not a rat and I try to mind my own business, but not where your kids are concerned. That's not about him. I want the conversation to be private. Jessica says, okay, tonight's our last night together. Okay, then I'll spare you the conversation, unless for some reason it's not. What did he do? Can you see your phone? So these are more just kind of, I don't know. You guys have probably seen a lot of these. Okay, I've seen those already. That's just the beginning. I'm going to just tell you that right now. Okay. I know she's a liar. I just want to stand how far her lies go. Pretty far. I'm still friends with her sister's mom and her brother, who she barely talks to unless she needs them to make a video. And then Nicole goes on about some stuff, blah, blah, blah. So she says she barely talks to her sisters, her mom, and her brother. She only talks to him if she needs to make a video, I guess. Right now, people on YouTube are trying to... this is Nicole talking. People on YouTube are trying to expose her. They're compromising text messages about her using her house where her children live as a trap house with tweakers and blank. But people are not smart enough to trust this information. He says that's what she does. She goes on YouTube and rewrites every story to make herself sound like the victim and everyone else sound like the villain, and her online minions buy the crap, and when anyone calls her out in the comments, she deletes them. Yeah. That we've known for a long time. Right now, would you be, and then Nicole says, would you be willing to provide information about her? Her sister had to move in the past few months because Jesse was sending people to harass her and trying to beat her. Her sister had to move in the past few months because Jess was trying to send people to harass her and trying to beat her up. Then the other sister she has always hated, and there's not much reasoning behind it other than a weird sibling rivalry that only Jesse competes in. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so I guess those are not from Nicole then. Nicole was not sending these screenshots. She just texted me. So it was someone else. I was on the phone last night with her little sister. We're pretty close and check up on each other regularly. You mean Gretchen? She has so many siblings. They all know the real story of what she did to me, and that's why we're all still close. We all know the stuff online is BS, but her fans don't. I would love her to sue her for defamation, but I can't because she was smart enough to change my name in the videos. She's smart, I'll give her that. Okay, let's see the next one. So this is just a little inside look onto Jessica Kent's character. Here's just a picture of Jessica's ex-husband, Joseph Robert Kent. Seems like a pretty just nerdy, normal dude. Whoops, keep exiting out of that. Okay. And then here's some messages of Jessica responding and discovering Nicole. Nicole, were you there? Did you ask me if I was okay? Did you ask me what happened? No, you didn't. I'm sober. Attacking me, my recovery, who I sleep with, people you don't know, my friends, etc. is necessary. The texts prove I effed someone as is my right, lol. TF, the F. NDAs are a standard industry practice. CPS closed the case after several test interviews, reading my order of protection, etc. I've been honest. I kicked people out of my house because they disrespected my home. I escaped my abuser. I bought a home. I stayed sober. All for my kids. I was using drugs, blah, 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 blah. Just BS. Just blabbling. Okay, let's look at some of these bad boys. Who gives a F about my mental health? My recovery doesn't matter, right? Nicole is a clout-chasing vulture who has always spent years online talking about everyone else's recovery. She's a hateful C-word. I'm sober, and who IF is no one's business. CPS closed the case. Jay isn't a drug dealer or my BF. The name dropping SHIT is rat status 101. And IRS, all for what? Attention online? I don't know what IRS means, but really, Pat, Vern, Jay, they didn't do anything to anyone. Neither did I, but social media is my job, so I'll take it on the chin. You have her making videos about a situation she's not involved in, and it's not okay. She'll do the same to you. She does to everyone. So there's Jessica smearing up Nicole's name again. I kicked you out and him because I ran away from this BS. That's why I bought this home, to keep my kids safe. Not mad, just confused. Why does Nicole think I smoked up? I'll call that drug up. Why does Nicole think I smoked up? LOL. Why does she think it's okay to discuss everyone you met here? All this name dropping is crazy. Like, y'all talk about me all you want, but no one else signed up for this social media stuff, you know? I told Nicole you got high riding Jason's D, just like you said you did, which is why you had to clean your urine and some more SHIT. I told her the entire story, so she's just repeating the truth. Okay, we already saw that one. Already saw that one. All right, let's see if I think there's some ones we haven't seen still. Okay. Yeah, Jessica Kent, new number. Hold on. I mean, this one. Yeah, who cares? She's scared. Obviously, like she needs to pee. GD. I don't give a F. Hostage in the basement. Food. Did she get a taco? That's a regular Tuesday kind of vibe. She did. Ha ha ha. Brought stuff down to her. I don't know what that means. I don't know why those were even a big deal, but. Okay, so here's the one. LOL, come here. This is Jessica talking. LOL, come here. Do you want it in mixed or shots? There is a hook air in the basement right now who est Jason and Reese's D. Now she's effing Pat. Jay just told me. Mindy says, OMFG. Jessica says, I told Pat she doesn't have to hide, LOL. I don't care. I won't hurt her. This is craziness, Mindy says. Jessica says, this was months ago and Reese is a POS. Not her fault, you know. Jeez, Jessica. She really thinks she's a badass. Here's some good ones. I talked with him this morning, to him about it this morning. SMH, these are just all the things I worried about. He can live this lifestyle and be in the girls' lives as well as yours. Anyway, you have Q-tips, bathroom under the sink. Can't. KK, please do not tell him I said anything. I told him before that you were worried about me, and like I said, the cameras told me when I woke up. I'm mad about already, not because you said anything. So basically, Mindy's talking about Jason's use, his, selling to people and at the house with her 2 kids there. All right, let's check the next one. Okay, so here's direct proof. I'm up. Okay, Mindy says, I'm up here. Are you here? Jessica says, I'm at the dealership. LOL, finishing up. Vern is there. You need anything? Food. She needs food. Is there stuff to eat downstairs? Yes. KK, raid the kitchen. On my way. I can't believe I bought a damn car because Reese is a POS. How many Zans do you need? She said. How many Zans do you need? How many Xans do you need? So it is confirmed Jessica has been doing Xanax on top of her medication, which he is not prescribed to. So that is direct proof that she already lied in her video. She said she takes her doctor prescribed medication as prescribed, but how many Xans do you need? That doesn't seem to align with what she was saying at all. She said, I take my doctor prescribed medication as needed. Okay. How many Xans do you need? 1 second, you guys. My cat's banging on the door. So there it is, you guys. I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself. Let's see if there's any more in here. We're in the basement. If you want to come down, they're gone. Dinner is almost done. I have a drug test Monday. So basically, Reese told them you're dating a dealer. What time do you want your bed? Okay. So yeah, so Mindy said, basically, Reese told them you're dating a dealer. She has a drug test on Monday. I told him before you came that you were worried about me. Okay, I don't know what this one's about, but we'll read it. I told him before that you were worried about me, and like I said, the cameras told me when I woke up. Oh, okay, we already read that. I know what it looks like, and that's all that matters. It looks bad. It ends now. Oh, okay, this is a big one. I told him before that you were worried about me, and like I said, the cameras told me when I woke up. I'm mad about already, not because you said anything. I know what it looks like, and that's all that matters. It looks bad. It ends now. If he doesn't go back, and if he can't come and go during these regular times, he can't come over and no one else can come here again. I'm so done. Delete our messages. He won't look at my phone, lol. And like I said, I already yelled at him this morning about it. He said something to me. I told him all I said to you, I was uncomfortable because there were people here, and I went to bed. That's all you did say, lol. So when Jessica says, I know what it looks like, and that's all that matters, it looks bad, it ends now. That's her admitting that there is stuff going on at her house. See? Right there. I know what it looks like, and that's all that matters. It looks bad. It ends now. Not good, Jess. Not good. See if this is a new one. Can you repeat it to him? Do I have your word? He told me who came in. I didn't even know dude got anything. And he told me who came in. I didn't even know dude got anything. And even without knowing, I told him no more. I don't want anyone in my house, not even Vern, because Vern has his kid who's disabled there right now. I know, it made me uncomfortable, and the girls don't know any of these people. I feel like he only told you about the dude and this chick because I caught him. No, lol. It's just not cool that you and your girls are sleeping and there's a party going on. Cameras, girl. Yeah, the cameras will save him. The cameras. I got cameras, girl. So that's... Jessica thinks her kids are safe just because there's cameras there? Okay, here's the last one, you guys. Can he see your phone? No, he's driving. Jessica, do not rat me out. It will ruin our friendship. Last night while you were sleeping, there were 4 random people in your house smoking dope and getting served. I went to bed when 2 random people showed up. Came back downstairs and there were 2 more random people who looked like a billboard for up addicts. You guys know what up means by this point, right? They looked like a billboard for up addicts. Scary. If your girls had gotten up to get a drink and saw these people in your kitchen, are you effing kidding me? I feel bad enough that I hit that thing, but I was not in my right mind. Seeing the clouds of smoke go up in the air and knowing it's traveling through the vents. Wow, how poetic, Mindy. No, just no. And trapping out of here, no, just no. This is information you need to consider. This is nothing you can repeat to him. Do I have your word is what I think she said last. Wow, you guys, what do we think about that? Those are some powerful, powerful words from our girl Mindy. And let's see if this is, I think we might have seen this one already. We already saw that one. So, all right, you guys, let's, holy moly, guacamole. We got 110 viewers in the chat. Hey, man, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm going to go over some comments, see what you guys think, what's going on. Damn, we hit a record. We hit a record number. We got 110 people in the building. My name's Luke from lukegtv. I'm an addict, recovering addict. I'm on Suboxone. I'm tapering off Klonopin. And, you know, I'm not a person, I don't say I'm a person in long-term recovery. I'm just an addict who, you guys may ask, well, I've been following Jessica for 4 or 5 years now when she had a very small amount of subscribers. She claimed that she was 100% sober for many years, up until like a year ago. And she gained hundreds of thousands of subscribers under the guise that she is fully abstinent, that she is sober, she is clean. I'm a person in long-term recovery. She's a recovery coach. She also is like a marketer for treatment centers. So she gets money when she gets someone into a treatment facility. You know what I mean? So why is this wrong? Because for so many years, she said she was one thing, and then it came out later that she was actually using. And why this is dangerous is because she is an influencer who is a role model to many young women. And if many young women think that it's okay to drink, smoke weed, and do Adderall if you're a recovering addict, it's just that is so misleading. Like, if you were an addict, like especially a meth addict, and you get on Adderall, that can easily trigger you to get back into doing meth. So that is not something, like, you know, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. And then all these text messages, all these allegations, it really paints a picture. And even seeing the messages from Jessica's family about how Jessica treats her family, you see the communication between her and Reese, and it seems like she's the aggressor, which I've always thought from the beginning. She's admitted in videos before that she is mean and nasty to Reese. She said those words, not verbatim, but basically said she was very mean. She's like, I'll admit I've been very mean to Reese. And I could see her. She thinks she's the queen of saving power. What did she say? Let's look back at it real quick. I'm the queen of fixing men, or something like that. Let's go back. Where is it? No. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. I'm over it. You guys saw it already. She said she's the queen. She said she's the queen of, like, calming down powerful men who are high on meth. That is a very strange thing to be proud about. So let me read some comments real quick, man. Let me read some comments. And hold on. It's easier to do it on my phone, so I'll read the comments on my phone. Y'all got to keep hitting that like button, make this go viral. Calm down. Calming down violent meth men. You're right, Jay. I remember her being vocally against MAT. Calming down violent methed up men. Yes. Calming down violent men addicted to meth is her superpower. Oh my gosh, you guys. What do you think about that? That's her superpower. So she's on Gabby's and she's on Adderall. So we saw in the text messages, she said to Mindy, do you need more Xans? So she said in her video, I take my doctor prescribed medications as prescribed, okay? But if I want to do a little Xanax, that's okay too, okay? And that's my right, okay? See, what she did was the Kansas City Shuffle. Right when, so she knew it was going to be profitable to advertise herself as completely sober. So she did that all the way up until like 400,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers. Then she admitted she's smoking weed. Shortly after, she admitted she was on Adderall. Then shortly after that, she admits she's been drinking on a daily basis. But now Jessica says, I can drink, I can take Adderall, I can do gabapentin because I was an addict, but now I'm not. So it's just crazy, man. Her response video was so weak. She had no countering points to the allegations. She really didn't even hardly bring up the allegations. She just used a bunch of word salad to smooth everything over, and it's not surprising to me. It's exactly what I expected. I expected she was actually going to come up with like some better plan of attack for her response video, but it was just really, really poor. It was a really poor like fight, basically. So I was not impressed by her attempt to cover up the allegations. I don't think they're going anywhere soon. Mindy says she's sitting on more text messages, so there's that. Melissa, those Xanax that I have in my Instagram are from a long time ago. It was I don't know why they're on there either. That was from when I was still using. So, and hey, listen, I'm not a person, I don't consider myself sober. I'm on Suboxone and Klonopin. So like, hey, listen, I have some pictures of some Xanax, like, because I used to get Xanax bars shipped in the mail, and I got them vacuum sealed. And I basically just posted them on there. And I even said, like, I'm glad I don't live that life anymore, as under the caption. So I don't know why you're so butthurt about the Xanax picture, but whatever. J. Kent Snark. I kind of see many sides to the situation, including Jessica's, I think. Oh, yeah, that's right. I also, you guys, I also have texts. Hold on, I'll show you here in a second. You guys want to see some new texts? Hold on. I'll show you. I got some new texts, actually. Some messages between her and this Jason Forrester guy from many, many years ago. What are you doing? Dude, my cat, like, I wish I could show you guys my cat right now. I forgot to tell you, I do have some more text messages I'm going to show you guys. This is a message between her and this Jason Forrester guy. And she's been talking to him. since 2013. So let's go check this out real quick. Damn, oh, there we go. All right. So, look at this, you guys. From Kent Jessica to inmate number 07586010. Subject, us. This is 2015. Oh, damn, this is 2015. So, let me pull up some messages really quick. Jessica and Reese started dating in 2013, you guys. So, this is a message between Jessica and a guy named Jason Forrester. She says, LOL. I'm grinning from ear to ear like a effing high schooler, LOL. I didn't realize that I said in love, but F it if I am. You're about to have a pic of my whole body, smiley face. I'm kneeling in front of the mirror and in the pic. Toys, I'm pretty much open to anything. No butt stuff. Other than that, I'm down. I guess I have to admit this fun fact about me. I've never had a toy. Honestly, I think women that are always playing with toys are harder to please. I mean, come on. I mean, you don't come with effing batteries. I really like doggy, and I love to be choked. I also like to be on top and in control. I hate that slow, make love kind of stuff. That doesn't do it for me. I love to be talked dirty to, smiley face. I read some of our old letters today. I keep them in a shoebox in my closet. I dug them out. Angela has got a mother effing pic before me. Angela got another fucking effing pic before me. I don't know what that means. I see how it is. Reading some of them just reminded me how amazing you were while I was locked up. You motivated me and always kept me positive, and I love you for that. I was so alone during that time, but for a moment, while reading your letter, I felt connected to you, and I may have ignored my many opportunities to start this thing we are doing, but LOL, but everything happens as it should, in its own time. I like that you were calling that fag... I like that we were calling that fag Cheeto now. Haha, too funny. Dreaming of you. Night, Jay. Love and miss you. And whatever Jason has to say doesn't matter, because who cares? But wow. So Reese and Jess started dating in 2013. Reese and Jessica started dating in 2013, and she's been messing with Jason this whole time. I wonder if Reese even knows about that. Whatever, who cares about this stupid logo? I wonder if Reese even knows about that, you guys. Hey Reese, if you're out there, buddy, I love you, man. I hope the best for you, man. I honestly just wanted Luke to read them. Haha, she is ride or die style. She's currently not being honest, not going to call her a fraud, but she absolutely needs to be held accountable, and the community deserves to know what's going on. Isn't she supposed to have a university degree? That email doesn't read someone from university. This is your gangster queen. It's Jess, okay? Shout out, it's Jess, okay? Shout out Kate, 4 Big Little Voices. Shout out Clary. Shout out the sun behind the sun. Shout out Kosova87. Shout out Christopher Moon. Shout out Low Shine 6, my boy. I'm gonna make you a moderator, bro, today. Also, you guys, if you guys join my membership, it's $4.99 a month. You become a moderator. You get custom emojis. You get daily videos from me updating in my life. Not trying to shill, not trying to be a douche and like say, oh, buy my shit, blah, 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 but I guess I am. But there's a bunch of cool perks that come with that, so I thought I'd throw that out there. Let me get back to the comments. What up, DK Diesel? Shout out Milwaukee in the building. Hey man, shout out your location in the building. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Hey, I started earlier than you said. Dang it, I missed everything. I know, I decided to go on earlier. I'm sorry. She got a bachelor's degree, and I can say the same. Degree is no joke because it's one I pursued as well and didn't complete. Got Indiana in the building, Tucson, Denver, Iowa, Temecula, California. That's what's up. Are you still doing that feet finder thing? Cali. Are you going live again later? Washington. Reese is charismatic and genuine, I feel like. Seems like Jason is a lifer. Arizona representing, but I live in Utah. Georgia, Cali. That's what's up. South Texas. They got some good ass rap music down there in South Texas and some good ass barbecue too. Iowa, Michigan, South Texas. That's what's up, y'all. Hey man, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, I am a person, I am an addict, I am an ex-convict. I've done time in jail, prison. I have been addicted to heroin for many, many years. I've been on and off addicted to heroin since 2010. Maybe even 2010 is the first time I did it. I started doing oxys in 2009. I've had a lot of really crazy stories, you guys. I've had a lot of ups, a lot of downs. I've had time in recovery. I've worked the steps. I was a sponsor at one point. I'm in my harm reduction phase right now, so I'm not claiming to be in long-term recovery. So if you guys like that kind of content, smash that subscribe button, man. Hit that notification bell, man. Read the text. You guys can't see it? Alright, can you guys see it now? Alright. Being from the hood, you would probably be... I can't even see it. Then I'd be interested in that. There's what Jessica says. If you need help, I'll get some guys there. That's where I'm at right now. Calling in favors to keep you safe. And I love that side of me. She loves that side of her so much. I forgot how powerful my name is in the street. I forgot how good I am at being the queen of all of them. Calming down violent men high on meth is my superpower. You saw the broken me, the heartbroken suicidal version of me, and she died. Hey, you guys, don't forget. Yo, throw that super chat out there. Throw just a couple bucks out there and your text will get bigger and the whole screen can see it. Just throwing it out there. If you need help, I'll get you. Yeah, this is just crazy. Oh yeah. So that's not even the crazy part. Or wait. Oh yeah. I'm like blanking out right now. Calming down violent, or I forgot how powerful my name is on the street. I forgot how good I am at being the queen of all of them. Calming down violent men high on meth is my superpower. You saw the broken me, the heartbroken suicidal version of me, and she died. Jessica Kent has been reborn. You guys, Jessica Kent has been reborn. All right? Let's not get that twisted. She has been reborn. She does not need Reese anymore. She is a Super Saiyan puddle. No, she's a Super Saiyan meth person. Oh my god. Dude, I shouldn't have smoked weed on stream. I'm like, oh shoot. Oh damn. Damn, I had that. You guys couldn't see it the whole time. Shit. I didn't realize that. You guys see it now? Wait, whoops. Hey, that's what's up. Shout out Kate, Big Little Voices. That's what's up. Hey, all your guys' support is greatly appreciated. Just watching my videos, engaging, having a conversation. That's why I do this stuff, man, to start conversations, you know. And giggles. Shout out Shits and Giggles for the $5 donation. That comment was about you being a YouTuber and lying was about Jessica, not you. One thing you don't do is lie about using. Yeah, I mean, only problem is like, I'll just say this. There's certain entities are, but just for my own protection and stuff like that. But I try to be as transparent as possible. You know what I mean? Like, I'll always admit when I mess up. Oh, like I always like. That's one thing like I may mess up a lot, but like I own my shit and like I don't pretend to be something I'm not. You know. Well, one thing, I'm glad that part of her died. Sounds like she was going to go hard for her friend's safety. Yeah, bragging, but Jessica lies a lot and makes a lot of excuses and rambles on and on and on without saying anything of substance at all. So true, horror queen. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the building. That's what's up. Yeah, she has borderline personality disorder. Yeah, like last night I was like halfway expecting her to like come clean and like own her side of the street. Like part of me thought she might have done that. Like part of me thought she was maybe going to do that. You know? But she didn't. And you know, it shows a lot about her character, the text messages from her ex-husband talking about how like her and her family basically don't talk. Jessica had someone sent someone to beat one of her own sisters up too. Like what? Can you guys believe that? She had two people go to her sister's house. I mean, who knows if that's true though. I can't confirm that. But with all the data points so far, it is like it looks terribly bad for Jess. It looks terribly bad. She says all addicts are diagnosed antisocial personality disorder. She did a whole. She always has had beef with her sister She's always had beef with her sister. How'd you know that? How'd you know that she had beef with her sister? Jess didn't even go see her sick mom who had cancer. What the hell? What does that say about? How do you know that? I never heard about that. Voldemort, Lord Voldemort. Oh, I didn't know she talks about the beef with her sister. But yeah, apparently she sent people to go beat her sister up. So this is the type of person that is influencing a million people, a million subscribers. Like, this girl does not have good character. She is not a good person. Or she is, I shouldn't say no one's a bad person, but she is not, her intentions and her actions are very, very negative, and they're very damaging. And that's why this needs to be exposed, because she, and I was a fan of her for many years. It's not like I did not like her. Like, I was a Ryan Leone. Ryan Leone was my biggest inspiration to this channel. Rest in peace, Ryan Leone. He was an inspiration to my channel. Like, I really owe my channel to Ryan Leone. I don't know if any of you guys know who he is. He was on Jessica's show, and controversial stuff. Like, Ryan always was Ryan. He wasn't anyone else. Like, he didn't act like someone he wasn't. He just was who he was, and you got, and for that, I just give him a lot more respect than Jessica. She delete. Yeah, she's a big comment deleter. She's a big comment deleter. Shout out PH Emery. Shout out Johnny Utah. Shout out Danica Jed. Shout out Penelope Jones. Damn, we got several people in the chat whose comments have been deleted from. Doctor prescribed Xanax about 20 minutes ago. I shouldn't have took them both. I found Jess through Christina back in the day. Yeah, shout out Christina Randall, man. I haven't watched her videos in a long time. Is Christina Randall still active? I believe her and Jessica also had a falling out. Cause I mean, Christina seems like she's like a real, genuine, solid ass female, But like Jessica, just like, she does not have those qualities. Same with Mindy. Mindy seems like a really cool ass, down to earth chick. Lucky Trailer Trash Barbie. I've been sober from Klonopin for 7 months now. I miss it all the time. She screened me when I called her out. When she got her sleeve tattoo, I saw her mask slip. I love Christina. Shout out Applebee's in the building. Yeah, she does look better without the dreads. Mindy is obviously using. You can tell it in her TikToks. Yeah, but Mindy never claimed to be sober, though, so there's no problem with Mindy using. Shout out Shits and Giggles, one of my best moderators. Hey guys, don't remember, if you do want to join the membership club, being a moderator is your instant first perk. I'm rocking with you. You guys rocking with me like I'm rocking with you. Come on now, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Jessica is, hold on. My theory on Jessica is, I don't think she's knee deep in the using. Like, I don't think she's back to doing IV. I think she's in the stage, like, you guys know, like, in the stages of your addiction, like, in the beginning, it's manageable. You're still, everything's all together. But once, like, I don't know, like, I hope to God she doesn't start doing, her YouTube, like she'll lose, if she starts opiates, she'll lose everything, man. Yeah, she was talking really fast during that video. Yeah. But yeah, if she gets back into like IB, I mean, but she puts a lot of makeup on during her videos too, though, so it's kind of hard to really see. To you know, like she just cakes the makeup on, so it's kind of hard to see what's really going on. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder where she is at. Hey man, for anyone new in the chat, you guys, I am an addict in recovery. Or God, why did I say that? I'm not. I am a former. Well, I am an addict. Okay, I'm an addict. God, this weed is like messing with my brain, you guys. So I'm an addict. I've done time in prison. I've done time in jail, and I have been a heroin addict since 2010. I have a lot of crazy stories. You know, stuff on the streets, serving this, serving that. I'm just trying to keep my language down because I want to keep it monetized. But you know, just I got a lot of crazy stories over the last, you know, I mean, I've been an addict for like 15 years, 16 years, and a heroin addict for 13. So I got a lot of crazy stories. I have guests on the show. We do lives with where I'm at. I'm currently on a Klonopin taper right now. I was at 2 milligrams a day. I am now down to 1.5 milligrams a day. So I think tomorrow I'm going down to 1 milligram a day. So that's that pretty much is where I'm at. But I just wanted to let you guys know because I see there's a lot of people in the chat. And if you guys like addiction content, you guys like prison stories, you guys like informational videos on how to detox, what certain drugs are, I'm going to start doing a lot more informational videos. I definitely got it. I'm going to try and get one done this week or two. But yeah, I'm kind of like all over the place as far as like true crime, drug addiction, and prison. But mainly I just got a solid ass community of people that come on my lives. We chat. We got other YouTubers that are on my live. Shout out Righteous Monkey. Shout out Discovering Nicole. Shout out Veterans with Anxiety. And you know, like, I just want to invite you guys to come join the party, you know? It's hold on. Xanax and alcohol can get bad. I have a script for anxiety and I was being an idiot and took a shot during my friend's party and blacked out immediately a few years ago. Solid ass Caucasian. Yeah, you a solid ass. I don't know if you're Caucasian or not, but you a solid ass bro. Yeah, my Instagram is at lukegtv. If you guys want to contact me on Instagram, if you do join the membership package, you get unlimited time, one-on-one time with me at pretty much any time of the day. So let's run that. If you guys got questions about anything, like, I'm free to answer on Instagram, even if you're not a member. I've been talking to addicts for the last year and a half on my channel and just kind of building a little community and getting like-minded people together to just, you know, talk about issues, talk about, you know, your life, my life, and, you know, just vibing in this bit. I'm on 2 milligrams of Klonopin a day, tapered down to 1/2 many times. Use lots of cannabis. My brother died last year. Someone killed themselves next to me at a Fish concert. I sometimes drink beer.